say I feel home here in San Francisco. I used to live in San Francisco for 4 years, and I remember when I first moved to the United States, Asia Pacific Wellness Center was the first home for me. I remember I learned how to take proper hormones, the proper dosage. Those are the things that are important to me when I was that young, right? But one of the most important pivotal moment for me was my mom, who is here right now. My mom is here. My mom is really the hero of my story. I remember in 2001 when my mom gave me a phone call. She was living in San Francisco. I was living in the Philippines at that time, and she called me. She said, your petition process came through, and now you could move to United States. I told my mom, I really would rather just be in the Philippines and have fun and be with friends and join transgender beauty pageants. But then 2 weeks later, my awesome mom called me again, and she said, did you know that there's a law in California specifically that would allow you to change your name and gender marker on your legal documents? I love you too. That was a powerful moment for me. That in itself allowed me, because that's what I wanted to do. I want to see on my legal document, it says Gina and gender marker F. So in 2001, I moved to San Francisco. I worked at Macy's downtown in cosmetics. I loved it. So that moment, having my gender marker match who I am, allowed me to dream the things that I really want to do, and one of those dreams is to become a model. So in 2005, I took a risk and moved to New York City to become a model, and did that. And well, at the same time, knowing that I owed so much to the transgender community, especially in the Philippines too, because the transgender community is the one that celebrated me at such a young age, gave me the ability to fully express myself, to be really in tune about that feminine self that's inside of me that I never knew how to express before. So after modeling for some time in New York City, I decided that I really want to do something big. I want to give back to the transgender community. So I gave a TED Talk this past March. It's been viewed almost 2 million times, I think, and let's keep it counting. And I came out at TED that I'm a proud transgender woman from the Philippines.
Yeah!
Woo! So after that TED Talk came out, I launched this global campaign. We have a Facebook page called Gender Proud. So I advise you guys check it out. We got some exciting things coming up. So I launched this initiative to specifically advocate that transgender and gender non-conforming people should be able to change their name and their gender marker and their legal documents without being forced to go through surgeries. I believe this is not a right just for if you live in the United States. This is a global issue. This is one of the most basic human rights, right? To feel affirmed, to become who we really are. So after I launched Gender Proud, I got a chance to travel to Hong Kong and Philippines. And I met a lot of people, a lot of communities that are doing amazing work. A lot of people that are also marginalized. I remember meeting a woman named Eliana in Hong Kong. She's a Colombian transgender woman. She had an experience where she was going to Hong Kong and her gender marker didn't match who she is, and Hong Kong officials detained her. She was a refugee for 8 months. That could have been me. That could have been me. And when I was in the Philippines, I met transgender student networks that are unfortunately going through a very difficult time. I speak to a lot of young transgender students that they're currently, some schools, they're being forced to take off their bra to show to school officials if they have boobs that are big enough before they were allowed to wear that bra. Imagine that for a second. Some of them have to quit school because of that. I had that amazing opportunity to travel the world, and I would love to travel for some time and really advocate for our right. So, in the spirit of Pride this year, I think there's two things that really resonate with me. I think the words celebrate and action.
Yeah.
Celebrate because we need to support each other, right? What a year that we've had. Laverne Cox, Time Magazine cover. That's pretty historic. So I was having a conversation with Tracy earlier, and we were just like, wow, what a moment. And this is quite a moment. And let's keep that spotlight and that T and that LGBT, right? We need that light. Let's keep that spotlight there. We need to celebrate each other. We need to support each other. And the next thing is the word action. So there's a lot of us here, and I'm going to ask everyone a favor here, since we love to take action, right? We're here for a specific thing. Let's take out our phone. Just bear with me here. This is going to be really powerful. We need to support our sister, Jane Doe. So let's put our phone and put the hashtag or tweet or Facebook speaking out, hashtag justice, and the number 4, Jane. We need to let her know that we're here with her. So I'm going to repeat it again. Hashtag justice and the number 4, Jane. This trans sister of ours, she was in prison in Connecticut without no criminal charge, and she was by herself there, so we need to support her. So again, this has been a great coming home, to be back in San Francisco, to hang out with all these beautiful people. Look at that. I love it. So happy Pride, everyone. Let's keep celebrating, and thank you again for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Gina, future UN ambassador.